The church I went to actually sponsored one of the cottages here, so I've been known about it for a lot of years before I came, so I knew about it for a while because my church sponsored it. It was rough, really stressful. My dad died, and then my stepmom was the only one I was living with, so we really didn't get along at all, and it was really stressful. We were always fighting, and we were also pretty poor because she didn't have a job, my dad had passed, all we were living off of was Social Security. So we didn't exactly have everything I wanted or needed. Living with girls is stressful sometimes, but we work through it, and it's a lot less stressful than it was at home. I definitely have everything I need, way more than what I need, because of all the generous church groups and everyone that helps out. So it's definitely, it's a blessing to be here. We go to church every Sunday morning, every Sunday night, every Wednesday night. Everyone openly talks about Jesus. Our cottage parents give us their testimonies. Church groups come and visit us all the time, teach us about God. There's no way that anyone here would not know the story of Jesus and know how to get saved, because we're always talking about it every day. There's been a lot of different stories. Some girls are here because they live with a grandparent. The grandparent's too sick to take care of them. Some of them are DSS placed, and they're taken out of their homes and placed here. Those are the more severe cases. They're a lot more upset, a lot more angry about being here. I wanted to be here, so I'm one of the happier cases. Mostly it's just a place where people go when their families are struggling and parents can't really take care of the kids, or the grandparents in some cases. And that's mostly what I've seen, or DSS placement, which is when the parents really aren't capable of taking care of the kids at all. We all have different stories, so we discuss our stories with each other and explain how what we've been through has helped us become closer to God. We share it with each other all the time. We're always talking about things like that. It makes us closer. It makes us closer to God as our past and our past lives. I do read my Bible. I actually got a new one Sunday because of baccalaureate service, so I do read my Bible. We have devotions. We usually have them every night if we can. Sometimes we're busy. I have a job off campus, so a lot of the times I'm busy at my work, but I try to read my Bible as much as I can. I really enjoy Matthew. We used to do devotions at dinner time, but with us, a lot of us having off-campus jobs, we can't really do it at dinner time anymore. We just have it whenever we can. If it's late at night, we have it then. Well, if we didn't have any church groups, there would be no place for us to go, because church groups is what runs this place. It's their money. We are not government ran, so we don't get any other money other than sponsors and church groups. So there would be no place for a lot of us to go. A lot of us would be homeless or in foster care, places we wouldn't want to be. This is probably the best place that a lot of us could ever be. So we couldn't be here without church groups. Major in business management and marketing. I plan to run my own business. Hopefully it's a restaurant. I work at Red Lobster, so I really enjoy that. I like the restaurant, I like the busyness of it, so I want to run a business like that one day. Probably in DJJ, to be honest with you, because the fighting was getting so bad with my stepmom. She was trying to encourage me to hit her. If I ever laid a hand on her, she would have sent me away, and I would be in a lot worse of a place than here. I could have been sent to my family in another state who definitely are not capable of taking care of me. I probably would have dropped out of school. I'd be on drugs, be a lot of bad things. So this has definitely been a blessing. It saved me from a lot of bad decisions I would have made. They feel like my real parents. I mean, we have two different house parents. One switches out every other week. They're there for us no matter what. We can ask them anything. They're not going to judge us. They're always there to talk to us. I talk to them about everything. You know, my side of things. I'm always texting them during the day, asking them questions, asking them to do stuff for me, like I would do with my parents if I had them. They're always just there. They support us and they are there to encourage us. Connie Maxwell really is a good place, and it helps out a lot of kids. They can't help kids out without the help of church groups and sponsors, and it'd be great if everyone helped out.
If you know of a ministry that we need to know about, please give us a call, 888-641-8606, or take a look at our website, revelationstv.org.